So hello, today we are in Battlesbridge in Essex and we've got the classic motorcycle show. So we'll have a little look around. So with regards to the weather, we're promised fair weather until about midday and then I think it gets a bit damp. So I'm just standing by the AGS sort of stand, as we say, or group of bikes, and I just met this gentleman who knows a fair bit about the old bikes.
Well,
So what? Well, I mean, you know, as a visitor to this event, you come all the way down from Norfolk, did you say?
yeah, Norwich, Norfolk, yeah.
And you just saw it on Facebook and you fancy coming down?
Yeah, well, of course, you know, being a biker, a bike enthusiast, you know.
Can I see that? What you,
Oh yeah,
what
here
you
we
showed
go.
me
Yeah.
about the...
Well, I call myself Matchless Engineering. I do actually engineering work for a business,
Oh, okay.
but I'm a serious hobbyist with the bikes. I do Gold Star parts, and I've got 40 bikes, you know. So
40 bikes?
yeah, I know.
So what's got you into bikes? I mean, you obviously
Well,
understand a fair bit
I
about it.
was 13, you know, and a friend of mine bought a moped, and we used to tear about on a moped, and it was just a bug, you know. And 45 years later, you know, or 50 years actually, 1973. Yeah, 50 years later, the bug's not worn off, you know. So, you know.
So you're saying about the English bikes possibly being a fad in the old times, but it hasn't, is it?
Well, yeah. I mean, back in the day, you had a moped, and then you got a 250, and then you got a Ford Cortina, and then you got married and had 2.2 kids and bought a house, you know. I kind of did all that as well, but I kind of kept the bikes, you know. So luckily.
Good for you. And what can you tell us about the AGS? Because I've got no knowledge of.
Well, they're obviously an old British make. Albert John Stevens. Can't tell you the exact year he got going, but I think it was back in the... Ooh, crikey, that would have been possibly the teens, you know, 1915 or so. Can't remember any case, you know. And then, of course, Matchless, which was started by the Collier brothers. And Matchless, as I say, they won the singles TT in 1907, so that's definitely a bit, you know.
So this is a fine selection of bikes.
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah. Lovely old off-road bike here, you know, or for green laning. That's kind of taken off a bit, is riding off-road.
They're all Hondas, but they've got that Harley. It's a Matchless G80, 1955.
Oh, okay.
So it's 60 odd years old, and I built it all from parts.
Oh.
1990, I decided I'd want a classic bike. Already had a modern one, and the cost of classic bikes were quite expensive. So I thought, I reckon I can build, because I've been an engineer all my life, so I thought I'll build one, and at least I know it's okay.
So you've got a box of parts?
No, I started off with a frame.
Okay.
And I used to work all over the country, and I used to phone people up, like I want some wheels. So the wheels come from Somerset, the forks come from Norfolk, the tank and the frame come from Bedfordshire, seat come from Bournemouth.
Well, it's a proper British Isles bike, isn't it?
And I used to pick the bits up as I was travelling around the country.
How long's it taken you to build it?
It took me 18 months to build it.
It's quite quick.
Yeah.
Good standard as well.
I'll send you a photo.
And this piece here, this will probably make you laugh. The headlight would normally be like that, because that's a Matchless. It would normally be like that. This one's got a separate headlight, and I just decided to have a little screen on there to keep the weather off the clocks, and I wanted this thing here, and I made one originally out of Perspex, but it cracked after a couple of years. So this piece here, it's a frying pan. It's a wok. If you look at it, see the lines in it?
Yeah.
Now a wok has got loads of lines in it. So that's why a wok gets hot, as opposed to so I thought, I don't know, I can use if I could get a frying pan. And I spoke to my neighbour, she said, I've just thrown 2 of them in the dustbin. So she threw it in the dustbin, I brought them back, exactly the right size. So I put it on my lathe and I machined the big hole in the front, and I made that.
That's brilliant.
So they all
Is it stainless steel as well?
Well, I suppose it could be.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah,
So what's it like to ride?
yeah. Good
I mean,
bike.
being a 1950s bike.
Yeah, runs okay. I've got a modern Honda, but it's not that modern. It's 40 years old, but that's more of a traffic-friendly bike. It's got indicators on it and all that. But this, when you ride these, you've got to be aware of the traffic, because you've got to do hand signals and stuff like that.
And your brakes are not so good, or
No, brakes
they're
are
all right.
Brakes are brilliant. Yeah, brakes are brilliant, and it will go along at 50, which
is enough, isn't
which
it?
is enough.
It's
but
enough.
You wouldn't take it on a motorway because you'd have a bit of a problem.
You wouldn't mind starting it up, would you? Would that be a problem? Or is it?
We might be lucky, we might not.
Oh, it's a bit like that.
Well, it's normally okay, but I normally start it on concrete, so it's on the stand.
Oh, well, you can leave it then if you want. Yeah, it's for the best. No,
I could overbalance.
no, it's fine. That's fine.
Oh, 1922. Oh, a little bit out.
A little bit.
First year of the Indian Chief.
Proper bike.
So with this gentleman who's ridden down from Enfield, was that what he said?
Upminster.
Oh, sorry, Upminster, I always get it wrong. So this amazing bike, you said it was 1922.
22.
So how long have you had it?
About 4 years.
Oh, not so long.
No, it took me about 2.5 years to build it from a big boxes of bits.
Oh, so you've rebuilt it from parts?
Yeah.
And what can you tell us about the bike?
It's 1922, Indian Chief. First year of the Indian Chief.
First year?
First
Wow.
year of Indian Chief.
Wow.
It's 74 cubic inch, and it's only 74 cubic inch because in 1922 they only did 61 inch, which is 1000 cc. This is 1200.
It's really big, isn't it?
But when I had all the boxes of bits, I had a 1922 bottom end, 1000 cc bottom end, and I only had two 1200 cc barrels and pistons, so I mated to two. So it's very rare, one off.
Wow.
Big Chief 1922.
So the gentleman's telling me that he's going to fit a sidecar. You've got the mounts here, but he's also saying it's really comfortable solo. Enjoy your day. Thank you very much.
And you, cheers.
Bye. You say it's 92?
92, yeah. So yeah, built. 1930 it was built. Yeah, 92 years old.
Beautiful bike.
Yeah, it's a great old thing. Yeah, really nice with the the twin fish tails. Just gives it such a beautiful style.
Have you had it long?
A bit over a year. This one. Yeah.
So you're a Norton fan?
All old bikes, really.
Good answer.
Yeah.
So with this gentleman, I guess you're an ex-firefighter.
I am, yes, retired 3 years ago. And that's the whole point of the club. Red Knights is fire service employees. And it's been going for 40 odd years.
A long time.
Yeah, 10,000 members worldwide.
10,000 members?
Yeah, Australia, Canada, all across Europe, America, obviously lots of clubs, that's where it started. There's only 2 chapters in England at the moment, there was 4. And it started at Lakenheath with the American Air Base, was chapter 1, but that's now closed, so that's gone. And we are England 4. So
excellent. And you raise money for good causes, I guess?
Yeah, last year we raised money for a baby unit for stillborn babies and their parents. Raised over £3,000.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so that was our year-long charity last year. This year's been a bit different. We've constructed a fire service memorial in Rettendon. We managed to get a grant from our union and also managed to get a lot of the companies to sponsor us with building materials, etc. But it's an ongoing project. So this year our display is all about the memorial and we're raising money just to keep on top of it.
Okay, so I'll just have a look at that while I'm doing this.
Yeah, as well. I say there is some leaflets.
So it's an ongoing project then?
Yes, yeah. We've got a fire engine down here. Our next project is to build a cover that doesn't rot away. We've already been donated telegraph poles, so that's a start.
Okay. It's a very good start.
Yeah, so we're going to put a roof over it and put some sides on it. So through the harsh winter, it doesn't fade.
So you're actually a active motorcycle club, so you're always looking for new members, I'll take it?
Yes, yeah. I mean, if you're anything to do with a fire service, it doesn't matter what department you worked in, you become what we call a full patch member. So you end up wearing that patch.
Okay, yeah.
But we also have a subsidiary group which we call our Folks Friend of Red Knights. So you don't have to be in the fire service, but when we go on rides and everything, you can join us wherever we go and everything. So
I'll put that link up on the video, if it's okay with you.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
thanks for your service and what you do for the community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
We can start the bikes up. I'll give them my associate to come and...
No one knows what happened to the one, whether that just got taken apart. Yeah, just that was how it was, wasn't it? It was all through the job. We can upset the neighbours again.
How long have you had this bike for?
I brought this off of Alan Cowling when I rode at Wimbledon, 1964 I think it was, 63, 64.
Oh, it's got some history then.
Oh yeah.
You could make a big...
I've got 3 of these, Matt and Liz. One with a jar engine in it, and this one's got the jack.
Sidecars, nice. Yeah, that's good. But he doesn't do well there. He doesn't go well there. He's a starter. It's a short track. He likes to go so they go up north and all that, and down in the west. And he wins them. He's actually good. Everyone knows him, so he don't do that well. But he's brilliant. I was about 18.
About 17, I'm up something. So I think we spoke about a nick you take all your thing going in the trees, and then there's your trees all the way round.
So myself, I've always been a bit of a fan of the Vincent motorcycles. For those that don't know, Philip Vincent's actually buried in an Essex village. I can't think of the name of it, but for a period of time he lived there. Just look at this engineering, it's just marvellous, isn't it?
Driving so you don't have to do it. You are working this week?
So the whole weekend was John.
Anyway, mate. Alright, have a good bloke that gets over there. And he followed it for about 5 minutes.
I can be a toy boy. I bought a couple of bits with me, it's the first one I've ever seen, my goodness. No, they are good.
I'll run it up if you want in about 10 minutes.
Oh, what can you tell me about the lovely Norton we're looking at with number 7 on it?
It's a 1962 Manx. It's got an open mega on the back. It's 122 decibels.
Right.
The only place you can race it would be at Goodwood's because there's no sound limits.
Okay.
It's a 500 single with bike, so I don't know what else you want to say. That's John's bike. That's a really good bike. That
Lovely grease, yeah.
Yeah, it is a lovely grease.
Is that from Essex, I think? I think they were made in Essex. Oh, Banton, yeah. I think so.
John will tell you. So I'm going to put the cover on it.
Go on.
I'm only a fair weather rider.
At least you're honest.
I've had a hip replacement, so I struggle. Yeah, the trouble is the paint runs. You don't have paint you put on the tank, it runs off. You did say you were supposed to paint, didn't you, John? Best military vehicle at Stafford this year.
Oh, brilliant. Lovely condition.
Well, it is what it is. It's not.
It's original.
Yeah, it's registered 1946. It was.
Oh, just after the war.
Yeah, it came over with the Canadian Army. It was supplied to them in 1940.
Judges are it.
I think it's going to be a Rosette at 1:30 at a big marquee with a band.
They did promise rain midday. Here we go.
the rain peeing down. Well, we can choose the news to us. Nobody knows if they're acting right or wrong. No one knows if I'm always leading nowhere. Gotta keep on running and hoping don't go wrong. And it's 2, 4, 6, 8, never too late. Yeah, my radio's turning on to the 3, 5, 7, 9, another white line. But the way sun's coming up to the morning light. And it's 2, 4, 6, 8, never too late. Yeah, my radio's turning on to the 3, 5, 7, 9, another white line. But the way sun's coming up to the morning light. The same old motorway sun coming up to the morning light. The same old motorway sun coming up to the morning light. Yeah, it's a 2, 4, 6, 8, never too late. Yeah, my radio's sucking on to the night. 3, 4, 7, 9, another white line. But the way sun's coming up in the morning light. And it's a 2, 4, 6, 8, never too late. Yeah, my radio's sucking on to the night. 3, 4, 7, 9, another white line. But the way sun's coming up in the morning light. That same old motorway sun coming up in the morning light. That same old motorway sun in the morning light.
So we have a gentleman here who's got a most unusual drag racer. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it's a 1960s, 70s quarter mile sprint drag bike. It was built by a guy down in Ongar Way and used to race at North Weald near Harlow back in...
It's all in Essex, yep.
Back in whenever. It's a BSA Banton based engine. It's been really well tuned and everything. It's just an amazing.
It's a piece of history, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's all original as it came to me, apart from the carburetor. And the number plate is as it was, because you can still see all the old numbers painted underneath it, hand painted.
Have you run it?
The engine runs and it does ride, although I've never ridden it. It's on Capri Scooter 12-inch wheels. And part of coming today is to find out any stories, history of it, and which I have actually done.
Oh, so you want to find out if anybody online knows anything about it?
Yeah. It, like I say, it ran in the 60s at North Weald, and it came from South Essex.
Oh right, so maybe somebody's
Maybe
got a
somebody
memory of it.
will reckon. I have had one guy here. He was part of a group of friends who had very similar bikes, and he pretty much did recognise it. So, and he's told me a lot about it.
Wonder what sort of time it had on it. Speed
I don't know. I reckon about 60 mile an hour in a quarter of a mile, which if you're all on the same size bike is probably competitive.
Yeah. Well, it's a piece of history, isn't it?
It's a piece of history and a piece of unusual biking engine.
Will you race it again?
I won't.
On a Santa Pod or somewhere?
I won't. There is an event later in the year you can run it. It's all been machined down, the cylinder. It's a Todd Racing head on it, somebody tells me. Internally it's all modified.
Thank you very much. Somebody's had a lot of fun with it, haven't they?
Somebody's had a lot of fun with it.
Back in the 60s.
Maybe someone will have some fun again with it.
Yeah, thank you. So what can you tell me about this lovely Greaves bike, which I believe is made near Braintree, isn't it?
It's was made originally in 1964 in Fundersley at Greaves, and then it was exported to the United States.
Oh wow, it's been all over the place.
Yeah, in California, and there it was repatriated back in 2019, and it was V5 registered. It originally went out with a 250cc engine. It came back with a 197, so it's had a change of engines out in the States. But,
so have you ridden it?
Yeah, oh yeah. It goes quite well.
Was it like off-road or grass?
It's a trials bike,
It's
yeah.
a trials bike,
Yeah. It's V5 registered, so you can take it on the road if you wish. Yeah.
So you know it's up for sale?
Yeah, it's up for sale now. Yeah, move on to another project. I've had it a couple of years, rebuilt a lot of it, and now it's.
Well, good luck. I'll put your little advert on the link.
That's very kind. Where are you from then? What?
Benricky.
Oh right, okay.
Benricky.
Yeah, no problems.
Yeah, I'll stick that on. YouTube news.
YouTube news.
So how do you find an event like this today with the lovely weather?
Lovely. Yeah, we love it. We're campers anyway, so we're used to this weather.
Yeah. You're not camping here now, are you?
Yeah, we might as well.
Might as well, yeah.
So you're obviously into bikes as well?
Yeah, Dad. My dad.
And my son.
What bike you got, Dad?
I've got 3.
A what?
3.
Oh, you got 3 bikes, got a choice.
2 Bantams.
He's got two Bantams over there.
2 Bantams and a Triumph Speed Twin.
Wow.
And they're all getting wet.
So you've always been a biker, have you?
Oh, all my life.
All your life?
Yeah. All my life. I've had many bikes.
Can I ask if you was around in the 60s?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you was?
Yes.
Was you a rocker or a...
No.
You wasn't, you're just a biker?
Yeah, just a biker.
Just a biker?
Just a biker.
What bike did you have in the 60s?
In the 60s, I had the BSA 500 Twin, the BSA B31.
Well, that's a lot of bikes, isn't it?
Yeah, he's had
A lot of history there.
Aerial Red Hunter.
Oh, wow.
He's had one like that. He's had a sidecar.
Yeah, that was an AJS combination.
Now, we had a scooter one.
Yeah, I had a Lamboretta.
So you had...
Lamboretta TV was
So that's
called.
your wife? So you had the scooter?
Yeah, I hated it.
You didn't like the scooter? Okay, fair enough. But you enjoyed the experience? Oh, yeah.
I used to go to sleep on the back of the bike.
Sleep?
Yeah, we went down to Norfolk. There was no motorway there.
Okay.
And a gentleman waved him down and went, I was asleep on the back.
Okay.
And I wonder why she was riding so well.
Yeah.
Leaning it over in the corner and she weren't pulling back, she was going with me.
She was asleep.
She was asleep.
You didn't fall off?
No.
No.
Brilliant.
We'll do one more then while we're waiting to get organised. Are you ready yet? Oh, one more. We'll do one more then, shall we? Well, this involves audience participation. You've got to put your hands down in front of you like this. And you turn them sideways like this. And you bang them together and start moving. Watching the treetops all day long, hopping and bopping and singing this song. All the little buddies on J-Bud Street, love to hear the rapping go tweet, 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 rock and roll. Rock and roll.
goes to the combination registration BHV 636.
I'll do a ride that home if you want to turn up, you know. Yeah.
A man's best friend. I'd have her now if she'd just come back again.
You say you're running on Castrol.
Yeah.
It's got a nice smell to it then.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was the fun of years ago. Everybody ran on Castrol.
So I'm with this gentleman who's very interesting character. He's got a rabbit. Is this your pet?
Yeah, she's my house bunny. I'm a little bit deaf in one ear.
Okay.
She's smaller than me, but she's got bigger ears,
So she's my guide bunny.
Okay.
She's very spoiled.
I bet she is. So what can you tell me about this bicycle? We talked earlier about your bike, but it's so loud. I mean, it's very unusual, isn't it?
The origins of them, they were put together, I suppose, on the draftsman's table. I think 1905. I think it's 1905. I'm not sure. It's just after the 1900s.
Wow, so it's like Edwardian, basically.
It was fashionable before the First World War to start putting engines in bicycles. That's how the Triumph motorcycles. Well, the Triumph was actually a German company building pedal cycles, and they started putting the engines in them. So the first ones, I love them. The pre First World War ones. They got pedal cycles. They put 500 Triumph and Norton engines in pedal cycles.
And you were saying that this bicycle can basically do about 40 mile an hour.
This is an unrestricted one.
Unrestricted.
It's 50cc. It's one of the early ones. The later ones look exactly the same. They're brought out a little bit larger. It's a tiny little piston in it. And all I remember is that I was doing scrambling and trials and other strange things. In the early 70s, I don't think it's the end of the 60s, I think it's early 70s, there was a little bit of a scandal in newspapers. Headmasters were complaining about the kids going to school on 50cc mopeds.
Okay.
So
I kind of remember that. Yeah.
The law was changed.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it and thank you very much.